Hello, fantastic first graders. It is day 5 of your main idea lesson. And guess what? Today is Friday. 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 So let's go ahead and get this lesson started. Again, I'm Ms. Bailey from George Mason Elementary. What are we learning and why, first graders? We, as students, we will read and demonstrate our comprehension of a variety of nonfiction texts, identifying the main idea, our essential questions we should be able to answer after 2 days of studying the main idea. Why is it important for the reader to identify and understand the main idea of a text? And what is the main thing that the author wants you to learn? But today's SLO, friends, is I can identify the details that support the main idea. What are you going to need for today's lesson? A computer, tablet, or cell phone, paper and pencil, your fantabulous brain, and of course, first grade listening ears. Yesterday, we practiced the main idea, and I gave you a little brain cloud as a clue to help us identify the main idea of this picture. If you forgot, of course, the main idea is what a text, video, or picture is mostly about. But we are right now only going to focus on the main idea of this picture. Now, I see some plants. They are colorful. They look like they grow in spring. What could the main idea of this picture be, first grade? Cars, hats, or flowers? Go ahead and tell me now. If you chose flowers, kiss your brain because it worked. Great job. First grade friends, supporting details are very, very important. They have like so many jobs in a picture, in a text, or in a video. So right now, let's go over the super important jobs of supporting details. They tell how, when, where, why, how much, and how many about the main idea of a video, text, or a picture. Of course, we are focusing on non-fictional text. So when I think about the main idea, I think about something starting off a little bland and then other things bringing it to life. So let's say if you had a pizza, you have your crust, you have your tomato sauce, and you have your cheese. But what really brings that pizza to life, friends? The toppings, of course, the toppings. So what we see here, we have 3 anchor charts that are pretty similar. You'll see these in a lot of first grade classes. When we are looking for the main idea and looking for supporting details, we use these type of graphic organizers to help bring our main idea of our text to life. You've probably seen the ice cream scoop one, where the main idea is at the bottom, which represents the cone, and then the scoops of ice cream are the details that bring, of course, the main idea to life. You've probably seen the stool, where we know that we are supported by the actual seat of the stool, but what supports this stool? The details, just like the chairs, the chair legs on your chair, the legs on this stool, they support the main idea. And then we have one of my favorites, the main idea rainbow, where of course we find the main idea in the pot with the gold, but of course all the beautiful colors represent all of the beautiful details in a text. So let's front load again. And front loading is when we take our background knowledge, what we already know, and we apply it with our purpose for reading. But I switched it up on you today. Because we were introduced to this information yesterday, I want to see what you already remember. Pull out your thinking caps, screw them on tight, so let's get this thing on right. Here's our chance to front load, first grade. Let's take the opportunity to see what we remember from these pictures yesterday. I want you to give me the vocabulary words right now. Good, sports. Awesome, healthy. Doctor, town, community, safe, helper. Great job, friends. I'm going to go over them one more time. Sports, healthy, doctor, town, community, safe, helper. And of course, we have our sight words. And as first graders, you already know, if we see the eyes over the word sight, that means we know these words. Let's get ready to go. 3, 2, 1. So, to, there. I'm going to give you a chance to read this on your own. I want you to make all of your first grade teachers proud. Good. So, awesome. To, fantastic. There. You are on a roll. Were, and what's the last one? Fine. We're now going to revisit Jade's trip around town. This was our text from yesterday, first grade friends. Just in case if we had anyone that wasn't able to join us, we are now all on the same page with moving forward so that way we can pull out the details that supported our main idea. Jade's trip around town, a book about community helpers. Today was a big day for Jade. What happened to Jade today? Jade walked around town. She met many community helpers. Jade went to the library. There were so many books. A librarian helped Jade find books to read. Jade picked books about sports. Then Jade walked through the park. She met a police officer. Police officers keep people safe. Jade passed a mail carrier. The mail carrier was bringing people their mail. Finally, Jade went to the doctor. The doctor made sure Jade was healthy. Jade met so many new people from her community today. Have you ever met a community helper? Now that we have reread our text, first grade friends, let's take this knowledge and let's put it into power. Here we have our main idea from yesterday with our text, Jade's trip around town. Our main idea reads, community helpers have jobs around town. Ms. Bailey has already done some of the work, but first grade friends, I need your help to prove these details. It's one thing for us to take what we see and hear from the text, but it is very important to go back and prove it. When you prove your answers in a text and when you get to the upper grades in a passage, that makes you feel good. And so I like to tell my first grade friends and my students, if you know that this answer makes you feel good, you should be able to go back in the text and find it and prove it to Miss Bailey. So we're going to practice that now. Our first detail reads, doctors help keep you healthy. Let's go back in the text and prove and make sure that that is a great detail to support our main idea. We're back in our book, first grade friends. And again, we are doing our best to prove that our detail of doctors keep you healthy can be proven. Well, let's take a look here. The doctor made sure Jade was healthy. That right there proves our answer, everybody. Let's go back to our detail number 2 so we can prove that one as well. We have our first detail. Now we're going to go into the text and prove our second detail. Mail carriers bring mail to homes. And again, we're making sure that this supports our main idea. Well, I found our page, friends, that reminds me of what this special community helper does. If I don't know, I can actually look at the pictures to give me some clues. So let's get ready to prove detail number 2. The mail carrier was bringing people their mail. That right there, everybody, proves our second detail. Kiss your brains. They are awesome and on fire as we move into proving detail number 3. Detail 3 tells us police officers keep us safe. Friends, let's go back to our text and prove that answer by finding it as a detail. It wasn't hard to find at all, friends. It was not hard to find. Let's read this last detail together that we are proving it from our text. Police officers keep people safe. Friends, I want you to know that we worked really, really hard going back into the text to prove all 3 of our details. I am very, very proud of you. So let's take one more look at our graphic organizer. Yesterday, we proved our main idea because, again, the main idea is what the author wants us to know and what the text is mostly about. Yesterday, we proved community helpers have jobs around town. And today, your details go back and support what we chose as our main idea. Doctors help keep you healthy. Mail carriers bring mail to homes. And police officers keep us safe. Now it's your turn, first grade friends. I want to see what you know over these last 2 days learning the main idea. We're going to read the story and we're going to answer the questions. This will be the time now to definitely ask a trusted adult to come around you because you are going to verbally say your answer instead of writing it down. Soccer. Cody is a great soccer player. He practices every day after school. Cody plays for his soccer team. So far this year, he has scored 6 goals. Cody can kick the ball very far. He can also run very fast. Everyone thinks that Cody is the best soccer player they know. Friends, pause this video and let your caring adult know what the main idea of this story is. First grade friends, what did you come up with for the main idea? And remember, if you are having some difficulty, it is okay for us to go back into the passage and take a look at the first sentence and at the last sentence. From our information that we learned yesterday, the main idea can be found in those places. So I'm going to reread the first and the last sentence of our passage. Cody is a great soccer player. Everyone thinks that Cody is the best soccer player they know. Which one, first grade, do you think sounds better as a whole idea of what the author wants us to know about Cody? Right. Cody is a great soccer player is our main idea. Kiss your brain because it worked again. And now we cannot have a main idea if it is not supported. So let's take a look at these choices and let's try to find the best one that works. Cody wears glasses. It actually says he wears glasses, but since we're talking about Cody, it's okay. Cody goes to school. He can kick the ball very far. Which one is a detail that best supports our idea of Cody being a great soccer player? If you chose he can kick the ball very far, you are on the right path, friends. And so now we are at the time where our lesson is going to come to a close, but you have everything that you need to know. Thank you for spending these last 2 days with me learning the main idea, but I have to leave you with a little something to make sure you are on the right track. From our text today, your reader's response is going to be, share the different helpers in your community. What jobs do they have? And why are their jobs important? Again, share the different helpers in your community. What jobs do they have? And why are their jobs important in your community? Again, Ms. Bailey is going to give you 3 options. You can write sentences, you can draw pictures, or you can write words. Any one of those options are fine with me because they are all getting us second grade ready.